What's up, AFTERBUZZers? Welcome back to another episode of Braxton Family Values. If you run your mouth, I'll run my business. Starts right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Hey.
This is like my theme song.
Hey.
Don't you? Listen, girl. But she said, listen, girl. But she's trying to get you together. She said, listen, girl, to let you know.
What's up, y'all? It's another episode of the after show for the Braxton Family Values. I am seated here in the space of Miss McCall Hall, who is out today. I'm your boy DJ Richie Skye. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Skye. And we got a special guest in the house today, so it is, we're trying to party today. Who we got? We got Mr. LaTroy. We got Mr. ML Davis. We got Mr. Him Kardashian in the house.
Come on, I got a bunch of names. They gonna think I'm a stunt queen, like all those different names.
Okay. All right, so listen, tell them where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, Mr. L Davis, MRLDAVIS. That's right.
Find them. And who else we got in the house?
And y'all already know though, Mr. Carter in the building. Y'all can follow me everywhere at Mr. Carter.
Boom. So listen, we're going to be holding it down today. All the guys in the house, the girls had to take the night off to do some girly things.
Ladies' night.
But we're going to go ahead and get right into this. This is season 5, episode 17. Let's go ahead and jump right into the episode because I know I've been sitting on the edge of my seat since last week waiting to see this Tamar and Traci showdown.
Right.
Were y'all so what were we anticipating going in? Well, let's give a little bit of a background. Because Mr. ML Davis, Mr. LaTroy,
L Davis, stay with it.
Mr. Him Kardashian has a special connection to our show.
I do.
You do. Tell us a little bit. Give us some background.
Why don't you tell them?
Because you. Okay, so he's also a friend to the show because you have a really close relationship with Miss Tamar Braxton.
Right, yeah, she's one of my best friends.
Exactly. That sounded so much better coming from you than from me.
Well,
Coming from the
like,
best
that's my
friend.
best friend. And they be like, he don't really know her. But
No,
like,
I
the
mean,
fact
no.
that you introduced it. Like,
Okay,
you know what I mean?
listen.
So we have to be your co-signers?
What? Yeah!
Got it.
'Cause,
No,
people
your
be lying.
Instagram is your
we not-
cosign.
No lie, because we not Instagram friends. We like real friends.
Your Twitter
You know what I
is
mean?
your.
Like,
Well, what I'm saying
people be
is,
friends on like MySpace and then they real friends.
people can look at your social media and actually tell that y'all are friends. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like somebody you just know by association. This is somebody you know intimately and personally. So it's like, that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, but I want to,
Yeah, so I just want to make that clear to the people. So
now y'all know.
Exactly. So we have somebody here who has some good insight into this family personally,
Jesus.
which is and that.
Better tell 'em.
So I feel like it's important to kind of let people know that because I feel like you have some really, really good insight that you can possibly share with us as well.
Yeah.
Without giving away too many like personal details because we don't want you to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, the Tamar versus Traci showdown that we were kind of anticipating, did we think that it went as we thought it would go?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't even remember what I was thinking last week. I think I kind of was like, from the way they builded it up, it wasn't going to be a big blow up, which it wasn't. You feel me? I mean, I'm glad Tamar pretty much got what she needed to say, to say off her chest, but Traci didn't say anything. And Traci just continued to state that she was in her feelings, but I'm like, yo, you should have said something. Like, say something.
Yeah.
From the editing, she was just like she was trying to keep her mouth closed from saying something smart, but I'm like, what could you have possibly said wrong? Like,
I feel like Tamar did a really good job of leading into it because she kind of massaged the situation with some very complimentary words about, how well Traci's been doing at radio. You know what I'm saying? So we got some good insight into that and actually an update about that as well. Did you know about the whole move to New York with the radio thing?
well, what is it called? The Traci takeover?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. No, yeah.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No.
So shout out to you, Trace, for the Traci takeover. That's what's up.
Well, I mean, is it still going?
I just feel
I
like
think
it's
it's still
different
going.
because it's different when you see like the before, the after, and then the after, because a lot of times when you're watching the shows, it's like 5 months afterwards.
Right.
And so like when I see stuff like that, I don't have the same feeling because I know where it is now.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are expecting a big blow up and stuff like that, but they really love each other. Like a lot.
You know, I think that...
Like a lot.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody doubts that. I just think that, you know, well, we've seen how heated things can get.
For real, though. Yeah.
Particularly because they are both two of the sisters with the biggest personalities in terms of, like, fiery. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can get fiery with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it was a little tense, at least as a viewer.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what's about to go down right now?
Right.
So I was a little bit surprised that, you know, Traci didn't take that opportunity.
But see, I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't surprised because, like, it's just like one of those, it's kind of water under the bridge type sort of things.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's like,
because in the episode, she made it seem like it was like a bigger
like I said,
deal.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Like she was trying to hold her tongue. You feel me?
I'm like, okay.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Man.
All right, well, so at the end of this discussion, I mean, basically, we know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, nothing was really said on Traci's end, although I feel like Tamar kind of got out what she needed to get out.
Yeah.
And it seemed like for Tamar that this was indeed water under the bridge.
Yeah.
All right, so next we move on to Towanda having a conversation with Miss E, revealing exactly what Mr. Soon-to-be ex-husband really wants.
Isn't Miss E just so blessed? Like, she will give you the best advice in the world.
Listen.
She will make you think of things that you never thought, like, ever.
I just want to say something. Miss E, thank you so much for agreeing with me about splitting this stuff in half.
Man,
I still don't
like
agree
we
with
said
that.
last week,
Not me, girl.
what is she supposed to have left? And if you take everything from her, like,
Okay,
No,
and this
my
is in
thing
direct
is-
reference to the last week's show where I argued for people splitting things in half.
No, but if you have your own, why you got to split? You should have been doing what you were supposed to do during the marriage, where you can take your own and he or she can take their own, and you both are fine. That's the problem I have.
But okay? So see, this is where the confusion comes in,
What are
because
you confused about?
is the property Towanda's or is the property whatever his name is? Excuse me,
it's just
brother.
Andre,
I
but
forgot
it's
your name.
not. It's not even just a property thing. It's just in life. Like whatever you have, even if they wasn't fighting over property, whatever you came into the marriage with, and if you didn't make that up for yourself, that's your fault. Don't try to take away from me what I built and got for myself and my family. No, like the whole bottle of vodka thing. Like if I had my own bottle of vodka, I wouldn't want yours. I wouldn't want half of yours if mine was full. So it's the same thing in marriage. Like why you want half of what I built when you didn't spend your time building stuff for yourself?
So who get what then at the end of the day?
It's kind of weird though,
Who
I
gets
think,
what?
when you get married, because the
ain't weird to me.
intent of getting married is to become one. Correct?
Right.
Okay, so if we become one and that one break in half, that's half.
But
Okay,
if you become one, but if you come one with something that's 1,000%, why wouldn't you become 1,000% too?
I'm not saying that. I'm just arguing for the equal division of the assets and the equal time with the kid.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. And if you are at 1,000% and the person that you're with is at 1,000%, they're not gonna be asking you for nothing.
So
They not. Why? If everybody's at 1,000%, what else you want from me?
No, I get that.
But if I'm
I
at
get that.
20
I get
if I'm
so
that.
we know
20%.
Andre ain't got nothing,
Well,
which is
hold on, I
why
ain't
he's
say that.
asking for everything.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say that because sometimes, like Miss E said, she said when divorces are nasty and
Yeah.
that sides come out of people that usually aren't there.
And she said it. She
And
said
she
a
said that.
divorce is
I
war,
mean,
and you gotta fight.
A breakup is war. Like I do that during a.
Oh my God, that's so-
Okay, that's harsh.
What?
Jeez.
Well, no, I don't. What? No.
No judgment. I'm just.
Why
It was just an opinion.
Why does the breakup have to be war?
Well, it don't have to be war, but it could be a fight. Because if I say that I want to be with you and I've given up a part of me to be a part of you, and that messes up, and then you go and do some messed up stuff. Can I cuss on here? Some fucked up stuff. You're gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're the one that messed up.
I need y'all to help us with this.
We need the chat.
Listen, the chat. Please tell us, are y'all in agreement with this? With this rationale? Does a divorce and does a breakup have to be war? Like,
it doesn't have to be. I said when it's bad. When it's bad, you gotta be bad too. Hell.
What happened to taking the high road?
Ain't no high road. I'm sorry, I'm not Jesus. I'm not taking no high road. What I gotta take the high road?
Ain't we supposed to live in his image?
No, I took the high road when I loved you.
Come on, brother.
That was the high road. Is when I fell in love with you, that was the high road, because I ain't have to do that.
Well, listen, it sounds like Towanda is trying to take the high road. And
Not me, girl.
Is trying to go to therapy.
But you know what? She's trying to take the high road.
I do feel like she's trying to jump off the cliff road. That's the road she's going off of, because I feel like she's about to give up the houses.
Right.
And like I said last week, I'm not doing that.
He would be at the Holiday Inn, okay? I got 2 words, Best Western. I'm not doing it.
All right, so let's move on to Toni, because we ain't going to agree on this.
Okay. At all. Ain't nothing to agree on. That's crazy. You going to give up what you worked for?
Toni has got to perform at the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
Yes.
And she's having some trouble with her dress and her ear monitors. And so she can't hear at this point. So we're a little bit stressed for Toni. But how many of us really feel like she don't make it through this performance anyway?
Living legend Toni Braxton.
Right. I feel like she could have just tossed them earpieces out and then dressed out the window and just ran up on the stage.
She's one of the most professional. I don't even know if professionalist is a word, but she's one of the most professional performers that I know. Like,
you know her.
Not like that.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
In our heads, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? That you know what? You feel me? Like, you know, when you watch her, professionalism at its best, yo.
I feel like Toni Braxton go out there in a velour sweatsuit and everybody would still have the same reaction.
As long as she did that same little shimmy she did at the beginning of that song.
It's no need. Like, Toni is just going to be Toni at the end of the day.
Well, I think as we all know, she did pull off a great performance.
Yeah,
he wasn't man enough, which you guys heard at the beginning of this episode. And did y'all peep Sherry Shepherd in the episode? Okay.
I did. She was in my life. That's what happens when you're around.
Well, I feel like every time you see Sherry Shepherd on TV, she getting her life. Dude,
she happy.
I love her. Yeah, her spirit is beautiful.
She just happy she ain't got to pay that man all that money. Woo. I would dance too.
Bomb drop.
I had a bomb drop. That's the truth.
So we're gonna shift gears a little bit. Okay, so Trina, as we all know, wants to open up another location.
Pop-up shop.
Of Bar Chicks. Well, she approached Towanda at first, and she said she wanted to open up a complete new location in Sewanee. Now, are you familiar with Atlanta, right?
I am. Yeah, I lived there. I went to school there.
Where is Sewanee? Is it? I mean,
it's basically in South Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to get an oil change and get gas, new brake pads and everything to get there from Atlanta.
So now it makes sense why the sisters are kind of like,
it's far.
Probably not.
It's
the
giving
best
all
idea.
the way home.
My thought was, if she wanted to open up another location, why not do it in like LA or DC or like Baltimore?
Because it's expensive. Georgia is cheap.
That's true. That's true.
It's to me, it's too early for her to even be opening up a new location anyway.
I kind of agree with Trina because you gotta strike the iron while it's hot though.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean,
I can
agree to that to a certain extent, but for this situation.
So when your coin advisor tells you not to do so, do we agree? Don't we agree that he might be right?
Okay, and the severity in his face, he looked like he was sweating to me, which is why the camera made it look like it was black and white, because he probably was sweating like Trina.
Like Bob Whitfield, okay? Like,
what are you talking about? You feel me? And you know she wasn't trying to hear him neither.
Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta go with your spirit of discernment.
I mean, I agree. Hallelujah to that, brother.
That's what the Lord put on her heart. And the Lord was like, listen, girl. Then that's what.
I have not ever had a chance to go to the Bar Chicks because I don't really frequent Atlanta like that. You have?
I haven't got to go either.
I was about to ask you if you.
No, I haven't.
I mean, the menu items do look amazing.
But you know what?
I'm a little disappointed because ain't no French fries.
Oh Lord, please.
Okay, so we gonna touch on that because I got a whole thought process on that, but I'm gonna wait.
French fries next time I'm gonna say everybody can be happy.
I'm gonna wait on that because
Trina.
we gonna wait to the end of this because that's a big discussion. I feel like
it is.
French fries is a big discussion.
Yes,
it needs to happen.
As you will soon see.
Yep,
it led to a huge discussion.
Okay. Well.
Yes. All right. So listen. Next we see the ladies at Dr. Barber King Church in Hillside, Atlanta. Have you been there?
I haven't, but it sounds real blessed. I feel like anything Hillside is real blessed in the city, and blessed in the field. Yeah, I feel like you get your blessing there.
I don't really have much to say about this scene.
Except it was hilarious to me.
You a sinner.
Jesus Christ. It was hilarious.
So witchcraft.
You ain't right. You had something to say about every scene inside the church scene.
Okay.
I had something to say, but it wasn't going to be like the most pleasant thing to say.
Oh, wait. Well, don't talk about church, though.
I won't talk about the church. It was more about Dr. Barbara.
Oh, no, I'm not.
She got the deepest voice.
I'm not talking about nobody pastor.
Dr. Barbara got a deep voice.
I'm not talking about nobody pastor.
I got to be real.
She's a doctor. That's Dr. Barber.
And she been married, 3 times?
Oh, she has been married. That makes me feel good, though.
Why?
Because if a pastor can get divorced 3 times, then my failed relationships don't mean nothing. That makes me feel real. And you know, that's probably a blessing she didn't even realize she was bestowing upon me. Because, you know, I be in my feelings about my failed relationships. But, you know, when you find out a pastor been divorced 3 times, you just like, well.
Isn't that interesting, though? Because I feel like a lot of times, I mean, this is particularly in the black church. I mean, I feel like a lot of times we frown upon that.
Right, that's why I don't feel
No,
like
that's because we put. That's because we put all of us as churchgoers, and keep it real. We all put our pastors on a pedestal. We all, in our eyes, we want them to be these perfect Christ-like beings that they're portraying us to be. You feel me? So we're really hoping in our spirits that they're what they're telling us that we should be. Of course, when you see something like that, of course it would make you feel a little more comforting because you're like, oh, wait a minute. So my pastor is not this holy being. They have been divorced 3 times. So, okay, maybe this is something realistic.
For me, it's not a holy being. It's more of being more like me than it is. I don't ever think I feel like pastors are these holy beings and that they're above me or anything, but to know that somebody.
But you don't put your pastor on like some type of pedestal?
No, I don't. I don't put my pastors on a pedestal. I feel like they have a different message to give to people than a lot of people can give, but I feel like I do too. Hell. Like, and so
that's why you're here today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, but I just felt comforted in knowing that somebody that is supposed to be delivering the message from God or from the word of God or whatever goes through the same things I do.
Right.
And that makes me feel like you're more like me than anything. Okay,
so then let me ask you a different question. And this is like slightly related because they did ask her about divorce. Now, the pastors are supposed to give marital advice, correct? Now, let me ask y'all a question, and I don't mean no harm by this, because it's going to sound shady. But if you've been divorced 3 times, do I trust you to give me marital advice? But I might trust you to give me divorce advice.
Divorce advice.
But I don't know if I'm going to trust you to give me marital advice, and that's no disrespect, but I think that's the sort of disconnect that I feel like some people would have about a pastor that's been divorced that many times. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I can see why people would have that issue.
Okay, well, let me ask this question.
Sure.
If you've been in 3 fires and 3 houses that burned down, am I not supposed to believe you when you say another house is burning down?
I might believe you setting the fires.
But would you not believe there's still a fire though?
I believe there's still a fire.
Even if you think I'm the one that started the fire,
but there's a correlation there.
There's a fire downstairs. You not gonna believe me?
No, I'm gonna believe you anytime you say there's a fire. But if every time I'm around you, you say there's a fire, you the fire starter.
Well, but then you can't.
You
can't say that somebody that's been through something you cannot take advice from then or take information from.
That's true. I think that she probably does have some good words of wisdom, particularly in the area of divorce.
Agreed.
I don't think that's true.
No, I'm just saying she would.
Well, and I think,
because she's been there, done that.
And she's been there, done that in marriage, too. Matter of fact,
you know what,
she's probably the best one to ask because she can tell you what not to do that she did.
And that might be true.
And the gag is, okay?
as we bring that topic full circle, I think that is really probably the part you thought about.
Yeah, that's exactly
you know
why
what I'm
you can ask.
So that's a good thing. We can't get some resolution here on the show.
Stop asking people stop asking people what they ain't been through about what you going through. That's what we do a lot of the times. It's like we ask people about stuff and for advice, and they ain't never been through it.
Right.
So you can't tell me how to act or interact when you ain't never been through it or seen it.
I do love what she said when asked about how do you know you have truly forgiven, and she said when you have peace of mind.
Yeah,
that's deep. That
was like the best to me piece of advice I've heard in a very long time.
I'm still trying to find my peace of mind because some of these people try it.
I do like how she was wielding that knife though when she was talking. So listen, speaking of divorce some more, the ladies gather at Trina's house, you know, just for a little bit of convo and drinks and good things like that. And
always drinking.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
And so they get a call from their dad, and Tamar asks for his words of advice. What do we think about that?
What did he say again? I forgot.
He said, before you get into another relationship, make sure you end the one you're currently in.
And that's real.
Yeah.
I think that even means in your mind.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we'll get out of a relationship and we
really
still in
over.
it.
That's real.
We still in it for about 6 months if you think about it sometimes.
Well, it takes me longer. I'm a cancer. You a cancer too,
That's why I said
it take about 6 years.
Stop lying to the people. It takes a long time.
It's a long
periodically time to get, you know, but my thing is like, what if you can't get over somebody, but you want to get over somebody?
Damn. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I think we all kind of been there.
I want to go on dates and I want to hang out and I want to feel special, but I still love you though.
Right. And so, it's hard. Life is hard, y'all.
So what do we say to the because you know some people will say the best way to get over somebody
is to get up under somebody else.
What do you think about that? Because I feel like that's kind of like bull because that don't help.
It don't.
It don't help, and you end up hurting somebody else.
Exactly. That's all you do.
So then the cycle continues.
So the cycle continues, and then everybody out here hurt. Everybody on Noah's Ark just upset and hurt. Like, Jesus said he coming back to get all of us, and everybody cussing each other out on the Ark. And look, I'm over there in the corner like, hold on, where's VIP? Because I'm making sure.
Man.
So that was actually, and this is coming from someone who has also been there.
Been where?
And, Michael, the father. He's been there. He's been divorced. And he's made maybe not the best decision or whatever, and maybe he feels like he can steer them in the right direction, which I thought was amazing. I think that's good. All right, so let's really take this to the climax of this episode, and it's really a lot of this is over French fries, and but it's deeper. It's really deeper than that. But I feel like
rap, y'all.
But I feel like you know the ladies gather at Trina's house once again for the menu tasting for her pop-up bar chicks, shop, lounge, bar. Whatever you want to call it. But, so, really, and she served buffalo cauliflower, which was
actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually, to me, it sounds delicious.
It's like a substitute for rice.
Okay, nice. Black and blue sliders. I'm a fan of blue cheese, so I'm good with that.
Really?
Yeah, and bourbon wings. I'm not a big bourbon person because I don't really like sweet chicken. So I probably would have wanted some salt, too. No chicken.
A little dash of salt.
A little dash of
salt. What type of chicken I like? What type of chicken is Chick-fil-A? It's like
the fillet of chicken. It's the fillet of chicken.
But no.
It's the fillet part.
Which sauce?
The breast.
No, which sauce do you like?
I like the barbecue sauce.
So you probably like a barbecue style chicken. With a slight sweet taste to it.
But what if you like all the sauces then? Because I like all the sauces.
No.
You get all the sauces every time you go to Chick-fil-A?
No.
Look, Chick-fil-A do not let him come to y'all restaurant. He gonna take all y'all sauces.
Okay.
But I don't though.
But wait, so what type of chicken you like?
I'm actually a pescatarian, bro, so I don't eat chicken.
You don't eat chicken? You don't eat fish?
Yes, sir.
You get like barbecued fish?
We are talking about let's get to French fries, which is what I do eat. I do eat fries.
We not gonna know what everybody eats. They gonna be commenting on what everybody else eats. Hell, you want to talk about chicken and you eat fish? Wait a minute, baby. I was trying to figure out like what type of food you eat. You over here eating cauliflower and shit too. I'm trying to figure out like we talking about French fries and like he don't even eat it. What?
Didn't nobody say I didn't eat? Let's get to the fries.
You frying your chicken in water.
No, wait a minute.
Wait.
I gotta ask this question,
Dasani fried chicken.
and maybe you know the answer to this and can really give us some insight. Why is Trina so against French fries at this place?
You know, I don't know, but
Because they finger food.
I don't know.
They're
But,
the best finger food.
but I appreciate it because Trina is thinking about what she wants.
I agree with you.
So,
I'm just asking:
Trina
is
don't
there
want-
is
I don't
there
know.
a thing against the fries?
I don't know, but
Because
if
to me,
Trina
that's
don't-
what it seemed like. At this point, it's like, really, can you give us a honest explanation as to why?
I think
it
that's
would
why
be profitable,
I'm
though.
mystified.
Because it'll be
it wasn't.
profitable.
There was no reason.
Well, she said she been in the black, so she good. But I just
Right.
think it's a thing where Trina's like, this is what I want and what I don't want. Trina probably don't make French fries in her house, so why would she have it in her restaurant?
That's real.
You know, she don't have to explain
I
to
can
nobody
respect
what
that.
she want and what she don't want in her restaurant.
I can
just wanna
respect
know,
it,
you know?
but I, me as a customer, I'm gonna go to Bar Chicks on purpose, Trina, and I'm gonna ask for fries.
And Trina gonna say, well,
And
if
I'm
you
gonna be
make
another customer on the list that asks for fries, and the list just gonna keep getting bigger, Trina, until you
I
get
guess-
the
And
fries.
Trina should tell you make a right there on Peachtree at McDonald's
Okay,
and get your life. You ain't gotta eat at Bar Chicks, but if you want to eat at Bar Chicks, ain't no fries.
I just a part of me wishes that she would include it in the
Man.
menu.
What? Y'all
Let me
go
say
everywhere
why.
with fries.
Let me say why. Because if the people are really asking for it, and if
Why
there's not like a I don't want fries because of this, then maybe try it out for a little while just to see if it adds to her profit margin. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
But has she even said because I don't want them?
You know, I ain't even been there. I think I just want the fries because everybody else wants the fries.
Then take your ass to Taco Mac or TGI
Taco
Fridays or Chili's. If Trina don't want fries at her restaurant, Trina does not want fries at her restaurant.
Okay, so let's
I can
get
see
it.
Bar Chicks having some good fries too, maybe like some
know,
garlic
with some-
fries or
no,
something.
with gravy.
Okay, I don't know about the gravy. That's a little different.
Gravy?
That's a little different. I would have to try it.
Oh, yeah,
I'll be down. I'll be down.
No.
I'll be
Good
down.
stuff right there. Y'all have
Gravy
no idea.
on fries?
Yes.
That's giving heavy. You know what I mean?
That's some down south. huh?
Right, like that's giving Swanee. Okay, you want to go Swanee? Swanee. Okay.
So, listen, this whole like French fry discussion turned into something completely different.
Yeah.
It turned into a huge blowout between Tamar and Trina. And
I thought it was the chicken wings.
no, it was the fries. It felt
It
like
was
the
a little bit of
fries and the
everything.
chicken wings and the feathers on the wings and
Yeah.
everything else in between. So, you know, I didn't realize that it was going to escalate to that degree.
I didn't either.
Not between those two. I think because of the last episode, I was anticipating something more between Traci
And Tamar, right.
But this was an unexpected argument, and it got kind of deep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of confused as to how it even went left. I mean, I can agree with Tamar. I'm gonna keep it real. If you my sister, you my brother, and I come over your house and you want me to come taste your food and your shit don't taste good to me, I'm finna tell you, you know what, yo, this shit kind of tastes a little syrupy. You feel me? Now, and guess what? And I'm gonna tell you in the way that me and you communicate. You know how Tamar is, so you should have known how she was gonna come at you with what she say.
But
That's
I
your
don't think she
sister.
came at nobody wrong.
And she didn't. She didn't at all. That's what I'm saying. She didn't. You know how
No,
Tamar
but
is.
you know how
What
like
that
when
mean?
you know how when you're talking to somebody, you know pitch and tone with
Right.
that person. So
You know Tamar
and
keep it
can't-
real, so
you
she
can't be
shoulda knew.
surprised by pitch and tone.
Right.
If you're talking to a certain person, you know what I'm saying?
Because I would have kept
If
it
I'm
real
talking
too. I
to
would have been like,
you,
yo.
I know your pitch and tone. Somebody else might be offended by your pitch and tone.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm just I'll be offended with you.
What you mean? Who would be offended though?
Strangers.
Why?
Because they might not know you. You
What's offensive
animated.
about my tongue?
You are animated.
Ain't that terrible?
You telling me you're not animated?
But yeah.
I'm animated. I'm not offensive.
I didn't say you were offensive.
But you said some people might be offended.
Because you're animated.
Wait a minute, baby.
Let's get into some predictions for next
sir.
week's episode. Where do we think that this is gonna go? I feel like normally in this particular show we get a resolution pretty quickly. Do we think that we're gonna have a resolution that quick with this?
Well, shit. The last thing that was said was what Trina put that in your crack pipe and smoke or whatever. I don't know what the hell Trina said, but she said a whole bunch of words that weren't nice. You feel me? And then the episode cut. So I don't know.
Yeah, there were some insults thrown about
about some husbands and baby fathers
and stuff like that. So it was
I don't know, y'all.
Where do we think that goes? Well, you know where it goes, really. I'm sure, possibly. Maybe.
My prediction is that.
What's y'all prediction, child? I'm sure.
I mean, my prediction is that somebody gonna leave. I think Tamar's probably just gonna be like, you know what, it's time for me to go, and I'm gonna go, and that's gonna be that, and they'll probably hash it out further down the line. But I don't think it's gonna be hashed out on the next episode.
Do either one of y'all have brothers and sisters?
Yes.
I have 3 little sisters, but I'm 18 years older than them, so they're like my kids.
Okay, so like with them, do you experience them arguing and getting
amongst each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How quickly do they get over that? Like how quickly do you guys?
It depends what they arguing
we
about.
ages apart like that. Yeah, no.
How old y'all?
Well, my little brother, we're 12 years apart, and my older brother, we're only 3 years apart. But you know, we grown, so we don't do none of that. You know. So.
Arguing and stuff, cause y'all got your own coin.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm here for it.
I'm like 10 years older than my sister, so if she get on my nerves, I mean, I'm just gonna hang up the phone.
Where she live at?
South Carolina.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
No, North Carolina. Lord.
Wait.
Is
that your real sister?
One of the
Are you
Carolinas.
sure?
Just be like, she live in the Carolinas.
Well, first of all,
She live on the East Coast.
let
She live
me
on the East Coast.
explain that. My sister just got out of the well, she's getting out of the military.
Okay, nice.
She just got back from Afghanistan, so.
She's a survivor.
Okay.
All right, so that concludes this week's episode of Braxton Family
it's
Values
over
After
already.
Show. Yeah, it's over. You're gonna have to come back and see us again
It's
at the end of the
over.
season.
It's over now.
And you're gonna have to give us some more tea next week.
Hey.
Next time you come.
Right.
You're gonna have to give. You're gonna have
Come
to
on
spill.
back.
You're gonna have to spill a
I
little
drink
something,
Tito's, not
something.
tea. I drink Tito's, not tea.
Long Island iced tea. I just seen you drink a couple.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
We're trying to miss
I'm just saying. So listen, once again, I'm one of your hosts. I'm DJ Richie Skye. You guys can find me on social media at DJ Richie Skye. LaTroy, tell the people where they can find
Mr. L.
you.
Davis, MRLDAVIS on Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. What we doing? All three of y'all.
Find them.
And y'all already know, though, you can follow me everywhere at Mr. Carter. And please do me a favor and click the link in my bio on my Instagram and follow my YouTube channel.
What's on your YouTube?
Ow.
Go follow it and find out, though.
All right, and we will see you guys next week
Next week.
for episode 18 of Braxton Family Values. Right here on AfterBuzz. Follow us on all of those social media
Please.
at AfterBuzz TV. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.